In a few videos this month, I think I've been speaking very highly on changing your perspective on how you approach or handle situations. But I feel like anyone who talks about this, people will hear this and they'll oversimplify the topic or take it as a woe is me type of opportunity. What I mean by woe is me type of personality or opportunity is like some people will say they're very attractive. Like I'm an attractive guy, but they'll blame their shortcomings in life on some sort of cultural or systematic foundation. And that's literally why they don't have friends, can't find someone to date, don't got any money, don't got this, don't got that. It's XYZ, right? And some of these complaints are valid. These cultural and systematic reasons why you don't have certain things, you're very valid. But sometimes it comes off as the unawareness, ego speaking. Like I've seen a lot of people who claim they're physically attractive be literally not attractive or remotely good looking. They just think they are. This is subjective, obviously, because what I think is attractive may not be attractive to you. But the delusion of this mentality is what causes people to be like, well, if I'm clearly attractive, but I'm having shortcomings, social shortcomings, everyone else must be bad. Women are bad. Everyone is fake. It's the politics. It's this, it's that. It's like, yo, and you know how this goes, that whiny and crying, most of the world is evil and stupid, but me behavior and mentality. Let's say hypothetically you are physically attractive, or though you genuinely believe so. Well, none of that matters if your mental state is completely disconnected to the point where you shoot yourself in the foot every single time. And people don't realize this is self-sabotage. Like that's a self-image issue. That's how you know someone's ego is actually, this is what they're rooted off of. Because do you really love yourself if you're going to keep shooting yourself in your foot? Or is your ego going to make you very fragile where you shoot yourself in the foot for another reason? Like, look, one of my friends, I mentioned him in older videos. He's on dating apps still. And he's going on dates all the time with women. All the time he's going. He's telling me about it too. He's showing me pictures of these women, bro. He's an attractive guy. But he has so much commitment issues because of how dirty his ex did him and how he has seen trashy women act online or even in person. Like he has been on dates with women who he spoke to me about and they seem like genuine good women to be with. Like I feel like this is perfect for him. And he will be overly judgmental or skeptical because he is still thinking about a trashy woman he went on a date with previously or what he saw online. And he will, again, literally shoot himself in the foot for that and completely ruin what he got going on with this nice girl. And how many times has that happened to you? If you've been that way, you let your past override what currently you got going on, and this is what I'm talking about, mentality. Does it matter what your physical looks look like if you keep shooting yourself like this? And the thing is this, look, really think about this. And actually, this is advice someone gave to me once. Someone told me, Andre, you become what you can tolerate. What does that mean? You become what you can tolerate. It means the things you allow in your life shape your identity over time. If you're physically attractive, you actually have so much power in society. Like some people don't realize this. People literally get rewarded with attention, opportunities, and validation just by being physically attractive in our society. Think social media influencers or celebrities who are really good looking but lack any genuine talent or personality. You ever watch an interview of a really attractive celebrity or musician or whatever, right? And they have the most bland, uninteresting personality. Like this person is super famous, was like, geez, like people literally get away with stuff like this. But having these physical attributes don't disqualify the fact that they're going to have to deal, or you're going to have to deal with challenging situations in regard to your mentality. And people don't recognize how much of your social skills are related to your mentality. This goes back to the you become what you can tolerate thing that someone told me. Your mentality, which helps shape your social skills, your opinions, your emotions, and so forth, your physical attractiveness is already an advantage in society, yet your terrible mental space is why you keep screwing up your chances or opportunities, why you never even go for any opportunities. And that's literally what you've become, someone who keeps ruining themselves. And this is what I meant about the ego. You don't need to sacrifice your physical attractiveness. You can literally coexist with it. People will be literally going to the gym, but won't pick up a book or something at the same time. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying go to the gym and like lift weights and then start opening up a book. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, but you get what I'm saying. Like, people just, all they care about is physical attractiveness. Let's talk. I talked about men. I see men just go to the gym. All they do is just power lift all day. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to look smacks. All right, well, what about where your mental space is at? You know what I'm saying? Like, great, you look good, but what does this mean if you're not building up your mental fortitude? This fortitude, which helps you build confidence, which that isn't based off of ego, which educates you, which makes you think more positive, which makes you more of an enjoyable person to be around. Like, you gotta want that and genuinely work towards that so you can take advantage of that physical attractiveness that you feel like you have. And if you're not physically attractive watching or listening to this, the mentality you should have should be a priority, since even though you are aware that your physical attractiveness is a secondary to your life, because again, you're not physically attractive, you shouldn't just quit or not build yourself mentally. That's another issue. People just feel like, all right, well, you know what? I'm not physically attractive. It's GG, y'all. I quit. So when you have that mentality, what do you think is going to happen to you? Like, you feel like things are just gonna, people are just gonna, like, I don't understand. Like, I generally don't get it. Like, all right, so you already gave up. So what are you gonna do at this point? Is this gonna be fixed for you? Are you like, you're literally just not happy the whole time? Like, what is life to you at this point? Like, what the heck? This is not fun. But if you have this quitting or defeated mentality, I mean, even if you look good, it's the worst in every situation. And we have to keep it honest here. We, as a society, do pressure people to tolerate beauty standards, and we prioritize it. And yet we sideline or don't put as much priority into emotional intelligence. So people are too busy trying to look smacks, like I said, rather than be intellectual or mentally at peace. Key thing I said here, because this is another thing with the ego. Some people feel like, I'm super intellectual, I'm just not good looking, so why no women want me? See, this is what I meant. I said mentally at peace. Mentally at peace. People out here are really smart, but not at peace. They're angry all the time, sad, resentful, spiteful, overly committed to things that drive them crazy, they're investing too much time into things that don't really help them in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Yet they're smart people deep down. I don't think you're stupid because you have your priorities all mixed up. It's just you don't have a good mentality. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that mental fortitude, and it will override opportunities in your life to grow. Physically attractive, mentally disconnected. Just my 2 cents. Anyway, this episode is found on Spotify and YouTube. I'm out.